It came upon a midnight glare, the glorious song of old. From angels bending near the earth to touch their arms of gold. Peace on earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. It came upon a midnight glare, the glorious song of old. From angels bending near the earth to touch their arms of gold. With honor, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world is all and stillness lay to hear the angels sing. Still through the cloven skies they come with barefoot wings unfurled, and still their heavenly music flow o'er all the weary world. Oh, sad and lonely play on hovering wing, and ever is filled with sound the blessed angels sing. And yet, beneath the climbing wave, with painful steps and low, look now for glad and golden day come swiftly on the wing. It came upon a midnight glare, the glorious song of Peace on earth, goodwill to men, from heaven all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. Greetings, greetings, and salutations. Welcome, welcome. I'm David, and this is Acoustic Serenades with your year-end holiday inspirations. I'm glad that you guys decided to hang with me this evening. We'll maybe go for about an hour. Now, in selecting the songs for this evening, I tried, I don't know if I succeeded, but I tried to touch more or less all different interest groups, you know, some of the oldest stuff, some of the lovey-dovey stuff, some of the inspirational stuff. And so I hope that by the end of the evening, everyone listening will get that touch of what appeals to you, you know, that part, that type of music that appeals to you. On a more serious note, however, as we are celebrating Christmas and doing all the niceties, you know, and having fun with families and friends, we should never forget those that are less fortunate. But in particular, at this time, this Christmas time, my heart goes out to the folks in Ukraine. Yes, there are wars all over the world, but because this is so close in terms of our being aware of it. So I really want to dedicate this evening's program to the folks of Ukraine. Our hearts go out to them, and we can only imagine what they're going through this evening, or not, well, during this Christmas season. Because while others are meeting with friends, family, loved ones, and having Merry Christmas and eventually Happy New Year, these folks are hurting. These folks are dying. And so we want to keep them in our thoughts and in our prayers. And as I said before, I've decided just to dedicate, just my little bit, just dedicate today's, you know, program, Holiday Inspirations, to the folks of Ukraine, and really praying for guidance and protection for them. But anyhow, thank you again for joining me, and without further ado, we will get into our program. And so some of the songs, being a Caribbean boy, I try to put a little Caribbean flair to them here and there, so you will see a touch here and a touch there, but you should be able to recognize them more or less, okay? Jesus come today, oh poor man like me, salvation come my way, my soul set free. Jesus come for all, we must hear his call. Open up your heart today and let it in. No matter if you He come for all. I sing the children, I for Jesus, you for Jesus, all for Jesus. Come to Jesus, come to Jesus. Jesus come for one, he come for all. Jesus come for I. See major where he lie, see cross where he must die, for a wretch like me. For God so loved the world, he gave his only Son, so that woman, boy and girl may live with him. No matter if you deep, or if you dread, or if you have a crown on your head, no matter if you have no pride at all, Jesus make love for one and all. Us and your children, I for Jesus, you for Jesus, all for Jesus, all for Jesus. Come to Jesus, Jesus come for one, he come for all. Little children, I for Jesus, you for Jesus, all for Jesus. Come to Jesus, all for Jesus. Jesus come for one, he come for all. All for Jesus, I for Jesus, you for Jesus, all for Jesus. Jesus come for one, he comes for all. The Christmas season is always such a time of good cheer. It just changes the whole atmosphere, the way we feel, goodwill is what is floating in the air. And it's interesting that even some of the cares and worries that existed throughout January through to November, as soon as Christmas arrives, then, there's a change in the air. Mark you, come January morning, we may go back to the old ways, but at least for this season, this period, it's really a time of reflection, of love, of care, of cheer. And so, happy to be able to be here to share a little bit of it with you. As I had indicated, that I'm convinced, and I know that I have a wide cross-section of listeners. The young ones, the older folks, my era, if you may call it that. And so I'll be touching a little bit on each of those sections so that you can have something to take away at the end of the program, okay? In the winter, frost the winds may moan, earth stood hard as iron, water turned to stone. Snow was falling, snow and snow, snow and snow and snow. Love is of it iron, long ago. Angels and archangels may have gathered there, cherubims and seraphim throng the air. Oh, his mother in her maiden days worship the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him for as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I midwinter, frosty wind may blow. Earth as iron, water turned to stone. Snow and snow as snow, snow and snow. In the bleak midwinter, long time ago. La 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 in the bleak midwinter, frosty wind may move. Earth stood hard as iron, water turned to stone. Snow and snow has fallen, snow and snow and snow. In the bleak midwinter, long time ago. In the bleak midwinter, in the bleak midwinter, frosty winds may blow. Christmas is a time of good cheer, it's a time of giving. Friends and family gather around and give gifts. People are excited and happy to open gifts. See, what was it that I got from mom, from dad, from my friend, from my loved ones. But in the midst of that happiness, what we call jollification, there are those all around, both here and all over the world, who are suffering, who are crying, who are hurting, who are dying. And so for them, December has no semblance or connection with what Christmas ought to be. And so, in whatever way that we can find, let us reach out to our hearts, reach out to our little contributions if possible, reach out with our prayers for the people of Ukraine. We see the images every day. Elderly children are suffering, are dying. Where is the peace? Where is the time of good cheer for those folks? Let's keep them in mind. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because it's given. Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks with the Holy One. Give thanks because Jesus Christ the Son. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because it's given. Jesus Christ the Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because it's given. Jesus Christ the Son. And now let us say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Give thanks. It is noteworthy that if we could identify and select what we consider to be one of our worst days, one of the worst day of your life, which you may consider to be the loss of a job, not being promoted, not having a car, being stranded, whatever. If any of us was able to think back and identify what we classify as one of the worst days of, let's say, 2022, it is easy for us to recognize that there's someone out there who would readily, eagerly, anxiously trade their life what has been happening with them, for that life, for that day that you consider to be the worst day of my life or the worst day of 2022. As bad as it is, there are people out there who would trade with you any day. Because the life that you consider to be difficult, to be painful, to be challenging, and the person look on and say, oh my goodness, if only he, if only she knew what I am going through, I would trade places any day with you. I say all this to say, in all things, in all circumstances, give thanks. Give thanks. Raise your voices, raise your heart. Give thanks. Give thanks, man. People talk about being optimistic and looking at the glass and not seeing that it is half empty, but look and see that it is half full. I'm going even further. If your cup or your glass is a quarter full, take it from me, people. Ignore the 3/4 emptiness. Focus on the quarter-filled cup and give thanks. There are folks out there who have empty cups and would have traded that cup any day for your quarter-filled cup. Give thanks in everything. Give thanks. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ His Son. And now the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks in everything. Give thanks. Never cease. Give thanks. Now the next three selections, the next three numbers that I will do, I'm just changing the guitar in the meantime, are specifically being done for my brothers and sisters in Ukraine. Specifically, particularly for my brothers and sisters in the Ukraine. Peace is something that the whole world needs and desires to an extent. It's ironic, however, that I am looking to you for peace. You are looking to me for peace. In other words, you're waiting on the other person to make a move, the other person to initiate the peace. Have you ever considered that if I decide to be an instrument of peace and you make the same decision, and your brother and your sister all take it as a personal responsibility and make that decision that peace will begin with me, then before you know it, what a wonderful world this would be, where peace would reign supreme, where brothers and sisters would live in harmony. What a wonderful world that would be. But only the way we can start the process. So let us commit that henceforth I'm going to make it my duty to evoke, to stimulate, to introduce peace within and to share it with my fellow men. Let us commit to peace. But more importantly, let us commit to be the catalyst of peace.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God. Take each moment and live and live each moment in love eternally. Let be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Yes, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. Let us not look right or left. Let us not wait on others to act, but commit that I am going to be the catalyst of peace. You know, there's a saying that an eye for an eye, and I think that was a famous quote, I don't know, by Mahatma Gandhi. An eye for an eye makes the old world blind. And I would flip the coin and say, if I instigate peace and you follow suit, and the other brother and the other sister, then before you know it, we're living in utopia. We're living in utopia. So let there be peace on earth. Well, let me not wait on another, but be the one to move, to act, to bring about this peace. And this is one of the selections that I particularly dedicate to, apart from the program being to the people of Ukraine, that this song and maybe two others coming up are the ones specifically for my brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, grandparents and babies that are suffering, that are dying. Whatever time during the year is bad, it's terrible to be happening at this time when it's supposed to be the season of peace and cheer and goodwill towards man and men and women and children, and for these brothers and sisters to be suffering like this, it is just unthinkable, unfathomable. Now, when I look at the news, you see the folks are, sometimes being interviewed. You see a mother crying because her son is gone off to war. Maybe a mother on the Russian side, a mother from the Ukraine side, but it doesn't matter. Mothers and fathers are sending their sons to die in the battlefield. And I know a lot of those parents, if you should ask them, they will say, yes, I would give my life any day to have my son return safely. have my son return safely. There is a song that is taken from a musical, and it's called Bring Him Home, Bring Him Home, Bring Him Home. The setting of the musical actually is really, the setting is war, a war era, war-torn area, and young men are gone to war. Young men are gone to war. And this song really speaks to a prayer. It's really a prayer beseeching God. So Lord, please bring him home safely. And he goes on to say, I as a father, as a parent, if it was possible, I will give my life just so that my son can come back home safely. So this song, Bring Him Home.
God on high, hear my prayer in my need. You have always been there. He is young. He's afraid. Let him rest. Heaven's blessed. Bring him home. Bring him home. God on high, hear my prayer in my need. You have always been there. He is young. He's afraid. Let him rest. Heaven bless. Bring him home. Bring him home. He's like the sun I might have known. If God has granted me a son, the summer died one by one. How soon the fly on and on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace.
Beautiful song from the musicals, but it speaks so direct to the families in Ukraine and the families in Russia too, because there are mothers and fathers whose sons are just scraped up and sent off to war, ill-equipped, ill-prepared. And they know when they see the back of these sons, the probability of seeing them again alive is so small, almost minuscule. And so the prayer goes up from the heart of each and every parent. God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. And speaking of their sons, he is young, he is afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him live, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. Again, this next song is specifically dedicated to the families, to the hurting, aching, broken hearts in Ukraine. Bridge over troubled water. Bridge over troubled water. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them all. I'm on your side.
so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your heart. Oh, when darkness comes and the pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver sail. Sail, yes, yes, sail on by. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge. I will lay me down.
Bridge over troubled water. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're weary, feeling small, and which one of us can say, I've never had that feeling? I've never been through those turmoil, emotional turmoil. Feeling weary, feeling small. Tears well up in the eye. Oh, brother. And at that time, in those moments, you would give just about anything for someone to just reach out and in an act of kindness, dry them all, make things better, reassure you that tomorrow the sun will shine. And so, in your own little way, in your own special way, in your own simple way, be a bridge over troubled waters for a brother. Be a bridge over troubled waters for a sister. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Just an open heart, a caring heart. That is all. Doesn't cost you a penny. Not a penny. Not a penny. Bridge over troubled water. Especially dedicated to my Ukraine family, my Ukraine brothers and sisters. And so we are a couple of days away from the end of the year. And invariably, a lot of us are preparing, or maybe we have already written up that list that we call. Remember what we call it? That list that comes almost at the end of each year. I won't even call the name, but that list that we jot down and this, etc., and come the new year, this is going to be this and that and the other. But some of us are very disciplined and faithful to self, and so we adhere to the plan. For a lot of us, somewhere in the new year, it just goes out through the window. But what is very important at all times, but especially at this time, is when we think of what we can commit to do, above all things, above all else, is to commit to give our all, our hearts, our minds, our thoughts, our strength and our resources to the Father himself, because he's the one who has kept us. He's the one who has kept us throughout the 3 years of COVID and all the attendant difficulties and trials. And he has brought us to this point, near to the end of 2022, when we can look back and say, okay, I have survived another tumultuous year, and I'm looking forward to the new year. But among all things, let's put on the top of the list to commit to be his completely for the new year, completely in the new year.
Stained by the guilt of sin, you took this broken life and made it whole again. Then your spirit came and all my hope renewed. Then I fell at your feet, and there I promised you that I'm completely the rest of all my days, and this eternal date can never be repaid. So I give to you my all. Whose heart was after you. This is my one desire, as daily I pursue, to know you more and more, completely yours.
Completely yours. As I said before, on the list of the things that you're committing to for the new year, let that be number one. Let that be the priority. Because I can guarantee you, if you have that as number one on that list, then that number one have a spiritual magic about it. It just extends itself to all the other things that are on the list, and it impacts all the others. And you're going to find that when you come to do A, and you resolve to do B and C and D, just by putting this as number one, you will find that it has a direct impact on the degree of success that you experience in the other, with the other commitments that you make. So, completely yours ought to be your fervent prayer, to be completely His for the new year, 2023. Christmas, huh? Time of giving. But I look forward to getting gifts. And, for those who can afford it, yes, you buy those expensive gifts, and you're always bringing a lot of, expensive gifts here and there. And mark you, they are appreciated. But the sad thing is, sometimes we focus on getting the most expensive gifts because we think that by so doing, we are expressing how we really feel about another person, a mother, a son, a spouse. And so we buy the jewelry, the diamond, etc., etc. And that's all good. That's all good. And I have no doubt that they're all appreciated. But there's something that is not a thing. There's something that can be gifted, that should be gifted, that comes from within. That comes from within. In a lot of instances, recipients of those expensive gifts are silently crying out for those other gifts that comes from the heart. Those other gifts that demonstrates themselves in kindness, in patience. So yes, they're happy that, she's happy that you bought her a brand new car. Why shouldn't she be? Of course she's happy. That fancy diamond ring for Christmas, oh yeah. Yeah, she show off to her friends, look and thing. But if these things come, and they are not attended with something that is more personal, more meaningful, something that comes from the heart, then the recipient will smile at the gifts, but will be hurting inside. Will be hurting inside. I say all this to say, this Christmas, while you give all the fancy and expensive gifts, do not overlook that main gift that only comes from the heart, that only comes from the care, the affection, the patience, the love, the dedication that comes from within. Very, very, very important. there you go. There you go. Material things are important, are necessary, are appreciated. No question about that. They are. Of course. Of course. But what matters most is a gift that comes from the heart. It's a gift that extends from the heart to a loved one, a child, a spouse, a friend, a stranger. A stranger. You're on the street, you're on the mall, and you pass, and the opportunity. If you notice, I don't even call it the situation arise. No, I'm saying the opportunity arises where you're able to extend your heart to another person in whatever way, whatever form, whatever shape. Do it. Do it. Do it. There's a favorite quote that I have from my high school days when I used to do English literature. It's from one of Shakespeare's play. It says, "The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth like rain from heaven. On the earth beneath it is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives, and also blesseth him that receives." The quality of mercy is not strange. Extend yourself and give some love this Christmas and into the new year. Of course, Christmas is also a time of nostalgia, especially for us who, home maybe elsewhere, be it the Caribbean, be it some other continent, you name it. But we are far away from home, Far away from home. And so more at Christmas than at any other time, we get this little feeling where we reflect, boy, if I was home, what would I be doing? I would be doing A, B, and C as we think back on the good times, maybe as kids, as young adults, but all the things that we used to do at Christmas time. And yes, we will try to get together and replicate what we normally do at home, but it's not quite the same. If I may use the term, how can we sing a song in a strange land, so to speak? But it's not the same. And so it's natural for us to, at this time of year, more than any other, to sit and reflect back home in Barbados, in Trinidad, in Jamaica, in Venezuela, wherever you are. Even if you're in UK, in Canada, wherever you're from, but maybe you're just not home during the Christmas. And so this is the feeling come over you, and you cannot take. And sometimes it even jerk like a tear, believe me. Not a tear of sadness, but of longing. And that is why a lot of us, we try very hard to see if at no other time of year we try, once it's possible, to go home, back home, wherever home is for the holidays, to sort of rekindle, recapture some of those old familiar scenes and sights and sounds and smells and those interactions with friends and family. It's that time. That's what Christmas does to us. It tugs at the heart. Christmas, time of good cheer, a time of nostalgia. Yeah. Happy thoughts though. Happy thoughts. So then, as we reflect, this is a song that I'm almost sure that I did last Christmas for Holiday Inspirations 2021. And it was specially requested that I repeated this year, and so here we go when we take our minds and our thoughts back to home.
As I step down from the train, and there to meet me is my mama and papa. Down the road I look, and there runs Susie, Uncle Ben and Auntie Cherry. It's good to touch the green grass of home. Yes, they all come to meet me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly. Yes, it's good to touch the green grass of home. The old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry, and there's that mango tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with brethren Ricky, Rasta Bob and Sister Stacy. It's good to touch the green grass of home. Then I wake and look around me at four gray walls that surround me, and I realize, yes, I was only dreaming. For there's a guard and there's a sad old part of me. On and on we'll walk at daybreak again. I'll touch the green grass of home. Yes, they all come to see me in the shade of the old oak tree as the lady see the green grass of home.
Green grass of home, green grass of home. Such pleasant memories, I tell you, such pleasant memories. And what makes it even more special is when you have a set of folks who are what I would call original, genuine people. So when you go back home, there's no pretense, there's no fluff, there's no putting on. It's just, man, as if you left home yesterday. It's genuine love, embracing you, just loving you up. And that's what it's all about. Christmas does that to us, huh? Christmas, the green grass of home. Green grass of home. Yes, there are green grass here too, Yes, yeah, some green grass. But unfortunately for us here in the south, even when it is in the dead of winter, quite often we can still maybe find green grass at some places, and sometimes even if not green, we have quite a bit of brown grass, so we are thankful for that too. But believe me, going back home to just reconnect with the folks is always something that Christmas gives us, Christmas brings there. It has been real fun hanging with you guys. Real fun. Believe me, real fun. I really enjoy it, and I hope you do too. We have a few more songs to go, yes, but we're coming down to that time when we will say adieu, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Not quite. So we have a few to go. No, there are times when, well, quite often, in addition to the New Year's resolutions, usually we take this time of year as an opportunity to reflect on, you know, the year that is past, all the things that we did right, the mistakes that we made, the projects that were started and left partially done. But very important it is, as we reflect, to always be cognizant of the fact that though it may not have been done in the way that he wanted it to be done, or she wanted it to be done, or they expected it to be done, you have done, you have acted, you have conducted yourself in a way that identifies you. You have lived your life your way. You have been the master of your destiny. You have carved out your path. And so the successes are of your making. The failures and shortcomings are of your doing. It's just for you to pick up the pieces and move ahead. But always wallow in the knowledge that irrespective of what transpired in the old year, one thing is for certain, that whatever happened, whatever was done, I did not do it by your script. I did not do it by on her schedule. I did it all according to me. I did it all according to my dictates. And that is very, very important. It does two things primarily. It gives you a purpose to celebrate. And it also gives you an opportunity for introspection. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What should I celebrate? What should I look to do better on next year and in the years to come? Very, very important. So yes, the year is coming down to a close, and it's a time for reflection also. And so we just want to celebrate the victories and commit to go back to the drawing board and to make right the wrongs that was.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, but much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. chartered course, each careful step along the highway. Much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you know, when I did all more than I could chew. But through it all, when there were doubts, I had young and sweet love. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've laughed, loved and I've cried. I've had my fair, my share of roses, and now that fears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me, 'cause I did it my way. What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the word of one who hears. The record show I do know, and it is my
I did it my way. You did it your way. So you celebrate the successes that you were instrumental in creating. And you can also mourn the failures. But let mourning be just for a season. Let mourning be a season of introspection and rework. Let your plan be to come out on the other side of the mountain, moving up, excelling, making right past wrongs. Bring up to speed past shortcomings. May that be your commitment. I really enjoyed hanging with you. Really enjoyed hanging with you. And I really trust that you enjoy the program. And I hope that I was able to live up to my intent to touch a little bit of everything so that the wide cross section of my friends can enjoy. Whether you're an oldies person, or you're young at heart, you're a lovey-dovey person, you're a sentimental one, you name it. You know, you are from the islands and so you want want to hear, no matter if you're thief or if you that kind of thing. So I really hope that. So yes, we come to the end of our program. We come to the end of our program. But of course, we could never end without saying a prayer in song, saying a prayer in song. And to wish for you all the best for the new year. And to wish for you all the successes that life holds, just waiting for you to reach out and claim through the help of the Heavenly Father. So, I pray that 2023 will be a year of many blessings. A year when things that were in the works all come to fruition. May the good Lord keep you, bless you, cover you, shelter you. May all the good things come your way. This is my prayer for you. May the good Lord bless and keep you. Whether near or far away, may you find that long awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrow. Never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrow. Never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet May the good Lord bless and keep you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year when it comes, and all the best. And I hope that we'll be hanging out together more often in the new year. Okay, I promise we'll be hanging out quite a bit more. So this is David Etienne of Acoustic Serenades saying, thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed the program. I hope you were blessed. And we're saying bye for now, and we'll see you